All right, we will begin with Scott this time.
Ooh, I get to go first this time.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. You're this is your fourth appearance here in Newport. As you come here year after year, do you eat at the same places? Are you a creature of habit when you come down here?
Well, I mean, I love Newport, first of all. I don't think anyone hates being here. It's definitely one of the best tournaments of the year, especially just the area. And this time of year, Newport is amazing. But unfortunately, this year I'm not staying at the Hotel Viking. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to come down and enjoy some of the restaurants by the water and stuff. But it's kind of like a running joke. Everyone knows that if you're in qualifying, you stay out in Middletown, and once you qualify, then you can move up to the Vikings. So it kind of gives you like a little bit of added bonus to qualify. But I mean, to your point, I think I haven't actually this year come down to the water and been to any of the restaurants, but every year it's I love to go down there. Enjoy. I'm not actually a big seafood eater, but this is the one time of year that I'll make an exception and kind of enjoy the area a lot more.
As a veteran, a guy who's played here a few times, some of the other players have talked about the conditions of the court and an upgrade. Even the outside courts seem to be playing extremely well.
Mhm.
What are the differences that you're seeing?
It's night and day. I was just telling Josh, that's couldn't be more different than how it normally is in a good way. It probably made for some entertaining matches and points for the fans, but it was always really hard to play here just because it's so unpredictable with low bounces and high bounces and rolls and who knows what. But now it's actually feels like legitimate tennis, whereas before, the best server, the best volleyer, and maybe even the best returner typically did well. There wasn't a lot of extended points and rallies. Now, I was watching yesterday, you're seeing like 20 ball rallies, which you never used to see here before, even if they were playing a good server. So, it's definitely, I think, makes it better for everyone, and I think, next year you'll probably see a lot stronger draw because I think people will talk about it and the word will spread. And, it's always tough to have grass after Wimbledon, but with the way the courts are playing here, it's amazing how much better it is.
Going from qualifying into the main draw, more pressure, less pressure, doesn't matter.
I mean, for me personally, I feel like it's less pressure because you've already gotten 2 matches under your belt. You know, you can practice all you want, but it's not ever the same as getting 2 competitive matches in. I think it's a big advantage having qualified. You never want to be in qualifying if you don't have to. You'd prefer to be directly in main, but it's easy to keep the momentum going, especially against the first round, especially on grass in particular. More so than some of the other surfaces. You just kind of are more comfortable and you know what to expect, and like you already have the momentum.
With Novak winning number 20 yesterday, and we talk about the greatest of all time, there for this generation, there are 3 options in previous generations. What is your personal take?
I mean, if you'd asked me 2 years ago, I would say 100% Fed, no doubt in my mind. And now, I mean, you can't really argue with the numbers and the facts, even though they're all tied at 20. I think I saw something yesterday that I think Djokovic has a winning record against all of them. He's won more Masters. He's won all the Masters. I think the only thing he's missing is a gold medal, which it's looking pretty good for him this year. Who knows if he even goes? I saw, but I mean, it's so hard to say because obviously on clay, I would still say Rafa's the best player. I mean, I would still say on grass, Fed, even though Djokovic has won a ton of Wimbledons, just Fed in his prime. And then you have Djokovic, who is basically all surface. I wouldn't say he's necessarily better than any one of those guys on the other surfaces, but on his day, he can beat them. So, it's like an impossible question to answer, but I think it's inevitable that Djokovic is going to probably end up with more than Rafa or Fed. And I mean, if you'd asked me back when Sampras retired. If anyone would ever beat 14, I think pretty much anyone would say that that would never happen. And now you got 3 guys tied at 20. So who's to say what'll happen in the next 20 years?
Right.
All right, Peter.
Just one quick question. How important is it to have confidence in your own game that you can come in here and play well, playing on grass?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually my first time winning a match here, believe it or not. Like you said, it's my 4th time here, but I'd never actually won a match. I had a few close ones, but never actually won. And I lost in qualifying at Wimbledon, so it's definitely nice to come in and get some wins. I actually just came back from my honeymoon in the Bahamas on Tuesday night. So I kind of came in with some low expectations, and we were actually joking while I was there, that this would probably be the year that I qualified and had my best run just because of the low expectations. And, I didn't practice at all while I was there for the week. So, I'm definitely feeling good, and confidence is high after 2 good matches, I think, against 2 pretty good grass court players.
So you're a better play without practice.
I mean, apparently, I don't know. I don't recommend it. That's not my normal day-to-day schedule.
All right. Thank you, Mitchell.
Yep.
Thank you.